was great.
Just over there?
Yeah, well, we were at High Meadow, but before High Meadow, we were at Rancho Ponte,
okay.
but you weren't there. So now we're here at William Chris. So he gets the interview, not you. We just brought in all these grapes from.
Today we brought in Sangiovese from right outside of Fredericksburg.
Okay.
We brought in Petit Verdot from our vineyard here in High, and we also brought in Petit Verdot from our vineyard in San Angelo, and then we've got High Cross Syrah from Sonora, which is about 45 minutes from where I grew up, which is pretty cool. And then the Petit Verdot we brought in from San Angelo was at my home estate, which is pretty fun. And we've got Tempranillo being fermented right now that is from Lake Ivy, about an hour from where I grew up, about 2 hours west of here. So those
how is the quality of the fruit?
Quality of fruit is probably the best we've brought in this year. It's phenomenal. We've been really excited about it. A big surprise and a very good thing for us. Usually in hot weather climate, we have major pH issues as we get warmer and warmer. We've had a really cool spring. So actually, this morning I was going over readjusting our pH meters and making sure that everything was right. It actually came in better than we anticipated. So
you didn't have any problems with the frost?
Right. Well, we've lost over 50 tons of fruit from some of our growers up in the high plains, and I've lost probably 30 tons personally off of one of our vineyards in the high plains in the Brownfield area. But I made a pledge to myself that William Chris is always going to be 100% Texas. I've got other projects going in Mendocino and some other areas, and I made a pledge to myself that if we can do all Texas fruit, we're going to. So I've been to South Texas, East Texas, West Texas, North Texas. I've been in over 80 vineyards, small and large, and I found 8 more. The rest of them were not very good, but the 8 that I found I think are really good. So it makes my job a whole lot harder because, we've got 2 and 3 and 4 tons and 5 tons and 8 tons coming from all these little different people. When last year I dealt with 7 people, now I've got over 38 lots coming in, which is a little bit challenging for my guys and timing and overworking. And, it's just as easy for me to run 20 tons through our crusher than it is 2,
Right.
The setup and takedown is what takes us a long time. So I'm really stoked that we're still on track right now to bring in 140 tons of Texas fruit and make Texas wine. And I'm rolling out a whole new dessert wine program. We're opening a new tasting room, so please keep that on the down low. It's going to be exciting. We're rolling out 3
When is that
new.
opening?
Hopefully in 6 months, I'll have a couple of dessert wines. We're doing like a Madeira-style dessert wine, a port-style wine, and then I've got some mixologists that are going to use some of that with local ingredients to do 1 or 2, maybe 3 different cocktails in a separate tasting room here on the estate. But we're trying to keep that under wraps until it really releases.
Then you shouldn't tell it to a blog.
Well, we're going to kind of just let it open on Saturdays and kind of see what comes out. So, but thus far the fruit quality has been outstanding this year. We've had one kind of mediocre lot from a newer grower. And whether that makes the cut for William Chris or not, we'll see. It might get sold out as bulk. We'll see. We won't make those decisions till November, December on what bulk wine we're going to sell out of here, or maybe put it under a keg wine program or something like that.
So we need to just come back when it's all bottled.
Yeah, in 2 years.
In 2 years.
Yeah, but I tell you what, some of the 12s that are coming out, the High Cross Syrah is going to be bottled in another 3 months. We just bottled a Mourvèdre that is absolutely phenomenal. I think that's one of the grapes for Texas. I'm a big believer in it. Out of the high plains, everybody else got froze out. I've still got a little bit over less than 2/3 of a crop there out of Mourvèdre because it buds out so much later, and I think that's going to be a long-term solution to the 1 in 20 year frosts that come, because we seem to make a really good high quality crop every year. So I think look for William Chris to do a whole lot more Mourvèdre in the future, because I think it's just a wonderful grape for Texas, and we've got to educate more people about the Monastrell or Mataro. People don't know what Mourvèdre is, and it's in a lot of our blends. But this year I felt like I've been making it for 5 years now. So out of this one vineyard, and now I've got 3 different vineyards that all grow Mourvèdre for me, and it's like a finicky little, I don't even know what grape. It's just so tough. It, you know, wants to drop color. It goes through peaks and valleys in the barrel, but now I feel like I've got so much more confidence, and I know where it's going, and I can kind of lead it in the right direction, especially with our low impact style of winemaking. You know, we try not to augment the processes as much as possible. We try to keep it as much terroir driven as we can, and so I think the Morvet program is going to be very good. We just bottled the Enchanté, which is only in oak for about 13 months or 12 months, and that's going to go to the warehouse to age for another 5-6 months before we release it. I think that is going to be another great vintage of that wine for us. It's always one of our big hits and kind of the wine that has made us most famous. And look for the 2012 to be out around Christmas time, maybe in January. We'll see. I have to see how it tastes.